Getting a family of 9 ready for the day and out the door is still a work in progress in our house. There's been a lot of different things that we have learned over the years and a lot over this past year. I've been reading books on just advice on how to make things run smoother, just praying about things, trying to figure out what is worth a fight and what isn't worth a fight, and just how to start our day right. I feel like the biggest part of starting my day right is starting my personal time right. And so the very first thing in the morning when I do when my alarm goes off is I grab my phone and I start reading scripture. That goes well some mornings and not so well other mornings. Some mornings I am struggling to keep my eyes open. Other mornings I am so excited to get to the next part of the story and learn what's happening next. And I am just so eager to dig into the scripture and see what God has to teach me. I typically wake up about 45 minutes before anyone else in the house. And I started doing that because for a while there, when we didn't have 7 children, I was waking up to my children waking me up. And that was a bad pattern because thinking back to like high school and everything, like I hated the sound of an alarm clock because that is what woke me up every single morning. And I didn't enjoy it. And so for a while there, when my kids were what woke me up in the morning, I didn't enjoy them and I needed to change that. So that's the main reason why I set my alarm early, because I want to enjoy my kids whenever they wake up and I see them first thing in the morning. I want to say hi and give them a hug and be happy when I see them and not upset that they're the ones that woke me up. Our baby, Livia, has had 3 surgeries this past year with her eye. She was born blind and she still lives in our closet. Or not lives, but she sleeps in our closet because it's completely dark and I don't want her using her eye when she doesn't have her contact in. Are you stuck in your sleep sack? So most mornings I tend to wake her up. Sometimes she beats me to getting in there and she's already awake, but I like to make sure that I get her contact put in first thing in the morning. That way she starts using it. And I like putting a patch on her eye right away. That way she's not used to using her good eye for the day already, but she just starts her day using the eye that she was blind in and start strengthening it. Because we got to get 6 hours of patch time in every day of wake time. And that can be kind of difficult some days. Good morning. What is Daddy doing this morning? Are you all done? Do you have more? It's always fun having a baby in the house and just watching the older kids with the baby. Our twins especially are so much fun to watch interact with Livia. They're 3 now and just starting to speak more and have more of a personality, and it's so much fun just to watch them interact with somebody younger than them.
Mickey Mouse. See? Mickey Mouse.
Minnie Mouse.
Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse. I love Minnie Mouse. I'm gonna sing a song for you. Yeah, I'm gonna sing a song. Minnie Mouse, turn around. Minnie Mouse, turn off the light. It's Hannah's birthday, Daddy. Yeah. See?
Next week is on Sunday. The rest of the family typically wakes up at 7 with their alarms and just have to go in and check on them, make sure that they're awake or starting to stir and move. Some kids are a lot better at getting up and getting started and going with their day, and some kids need a little bit more encouragement, but also an understanding that I know you're a slow waker, just want to make sure you're awake and that you know that you need to go eat breakfast on time before we have to leave.
Are you awake, Kobe? Yeah. Oh, there's a smile. Might want to open your eyes. Look where you're going.
All right, arms up.
Say good morning. Oh, Toby, you gotta open your eyes, little guy.
Now, we couldn't completely show you a typical morning because somebody had to be holding the camera. So Tim usually helps out a lot in the morning, but we couldn't show that because somebody had to have the camera. And I mostly wanted to just show their moms what my role is in the morning. He also will help get everyone dressed. And so things went a little bit slower this morning. But we had an easy morning to be able to get around.
Hi. Mommy.
Good morning. Love you.
I'm tired.
Yeah. Go brush your teeth and brush your hair. And honestly, the camera kind of makes things easier to some degree because the kids are in a lot better moods whenever they know that they're going to be put on a video. And so the fights are a lot less. There were some bickering, but for the most part, everyone got along because they don't want to be seen fighting. Hallie, which one?
Button.
All right, Hallie, get yourself ready. We'll see you downstairs in just a little bit to go eat
No,
breakfast.
I want you to
We bought more yogurt. We have yogurt again. We have tried to train the kids starting at a young age to be able to help themselves and take care of themselves. At a young age, we will let them try to pour their own cereal, pour their own milk. There's messes that happen, but they have to learn at some point how to do these things. And the older kids are wonderful at pitching in and helping with the little ones with stuff. And it's really just awesome to get to see the teamwork that goes on with the siblings helping each other. Probably my main goal with any morning, every morning, is to have a positive morning. I don't like fighting in the morning. I don't like bickering in the morning, whether it's a disagreement between a parent and a child or children to themselves or parents together. Like, there's just nothing worth starting your day off bad.
I got this red one.
There's lots of petty things that I feel like that can be argued about early in the morning, and it's just not worth it to me. I want everyone to leave the house in a good mood, enjoying their time with each other. Hallie! Hallie! I just have in my mind, I don't want to send my kids off to school, specifically, with their morning being bad and their last memory of me being bad, and then they go and are surrounded by all these other people who are giving them positive experiences. I want to be a positive experience. I want to be somebody that they want to come home to and are excited to see again. So I honestly try not to discipline a whole lot in the morning. I mean, you have to discipline when needed, but there's not a lot of fights that I'm willing to fight in the morning because I just want people to be in a good mood and start the day off right and be positive. The mornings that are rough and we struggle with being positive and everything, usually when the kids are just bickering and somebody didn't go to sleep early enough the night before, so they're really tired and they're grumpy, those mornings happen. But when people start bickering and they're fighting and everything, I usually grab my devotional. I would love to say that I read a devotional to the family every single morning. It's just not realistic. Sometimes we run out of time and we can't. But the mornings that things are going bad, I'm like, whoa, everyone quiet. If you're getting your breakfast, continue getting it. If you're eating, eat, just listen. Whatever you're doing, shut your mouth and just listen. And I read the devotional, and usually it's almost like a miracle. Like, everybody listens to it, they internalize what's going on. And I have just thought it's been really awesome to just see the change of everybody after they're focused on scripture too. It's been an amazing tool to put out fires without me having to discipline, but just to say, okay, let's get on the right page here. 8 pills in the morning. You got it. One of my favorite things watching the kids get ready in the morning is watching them put their coats on. Go ahead. Show us what you can do. Karis and Chloe's preschool teacher taught them this awesome way for a kid to be able to put their coat on by themselves. And I was so thankful that I picked them up early one day while they were learning how to do that, and was amazed to see a kid, like, I didn't have to hold the coat out for them to put their sleeves on and everything. And I feel like giving kids the responsibility to do a chore or a task by themselves just makes them feel so proud. Our kids love to feel like they have a responsibility and a place and a purpose in our family. And that's giving them some responsibility. And a lot of that, I feel like, I've had to learn a lot of patience to be able to give them that time to do it. But it's been totally worth it. I typically don't eat breakfast until everyone is out the door and where they're supposed to be for the morning, and that's mostly because depending on when I take my thyroid medicine, after I take it, I wait 2 hours after I take it to eat, and that's typically about whenever I'm getting home from taking Hallie to school or after everyone's out the door for co-op. Today may have seemed like a really ideal day, and I kind of feel like it was. Things went pretty smooth today, and doesn't go that way all the time, but I am excited to start sharing with you guys a little bit more about how our days go, how our schedules go, our patterns, our values, and just different little things that make our family run. And I'm excited to share those.